Hai, Assalamualaikum. Okey, hari ni saya akan bentangkan tajuk Autism Spectrum Disorder dan Asperger Syndrome. Okey, hari ni saya akan terangkan what is the Autism Spectrum Disorder. What is a spectrum disorder? Okay, autism spectrum disorder is a neurodevelopmental disorder characterized by deficit in social communication and social interaction and repetitive or restrict patterns of behavior, interest or activity which can include hyper and hyperactivity to sensory input. Now I will explain about the current prevalence of autism spectrum disorder. Actually, autism spectrum disorder there's aggregate rate of 16.8 per 10,000 persons, and some survey has suggest that the rate for all form OSD is about 3 per 1,000 people. And in 2002, CDC estimate that approximately 4 times as many boys as girls have autism in this world now. So it is important to we acknowledge the current prevalence for us information and awareness about this. Hi. Okay, now next is the behavior characteristic of autism, critical to the diagnosis of the disorders. Actually, this characteristic can be categorized into the following 4 subclusters of disturbances. And they have 4 of disturbances. Okay, the first one is disturbances in social interaction, and the second one is disturbances in communication, and the third one is disturbances in behaviors, and the fourth one is disturbances of sensory and perceptual processing. Later we will look one by one for all detail about the 4 disturbances. Okay, now I will explain about disturbances in social interaction. Actually, it affects the child ability to establish meaningful relationship with people and to eliminate with object. And it has a specific behavior such as poor eye contact, failure to develop poor relationship, delay facial expression, lack of social reciprocity, delay anticipatory response to being picked up, and others is lack of spontaneous seeking of another to share enjoyment, and prefers for be alone. And disturbances in communication is where is much of the speech of children with autism is repetitive or echolalic, and other type of speech and language problems include syntax problems, pronouns reversal, and lack of inflection emotion during communication. Okay, now I will talk about disturbances in behaviors. It involves the intolerance of deviation from routine, resistance to any type change and patterns, of behaviors that are best categorized as stereotypical, perseverative, and lacking in representational or pretend play. For example, intense interest in a vacuum cleaner or a sheet of paper versus stuffed animals or dolls. And disturbances of sensory and perceptual processing is about abnormal response to various visual, vestibular, and auditory stimuli. Is about appear to be overly sensitive to sound and may have difficulty coping with everyday environmental that's so noise. Okay, various types of therapy have been advocated for children with autism spectrum disorder. It actually involve auditory integration training, dietary interventions, discrete trial training, music therapy, and vision therapy. That is so important to enhance children with autism skill. Okay, the comprehensive intervention and the best management for children with autism is parental counseling, behavioral treatment, special education in highly structured environment, sensory integrative therapy, and family support. That is so important to enhance the skill children with autism. Now is about Asperger syndrome. It can be distinguished from autism by the fact that these children do not exhibit clinically significant delays in language skill and also the essential features of Asperger syndrome is severe and sustained impairment in social interaction, development of repetitive pattern of behavior and interest and activities, and also display a lack of non-verbal communication and of empathy. They tend to intellectualize feelings and show a poor understanding of others' effect. And overall, the incidence of 8.4 per 10,000 births is 5 times more prevalent in boys. Okay, treatment currently consists of supportive and symptomatic interventions. It includes special education program, assistance with generalizing adaptive functioning to a wide variety of settings, problem-solving strategies, social skills training, speech and language skill training, and vocational training.